Good evening. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, great. Okay, this is the final day of first lesson, and next week you have very small test, 2-hour test, a simple exam, only MCQ, just only MCQ test. I think your final paper you have 30 or 35. I can't remember exactly. 30 or 35 MCQ questions, and today we're doing some tutorial part as well, right? Tutorial, we're going to discuss some past paper questions, and essay based questions. Do you know this time, day before yesterday, Friday 2026 A level exam, question number question number 9. Yes, you know, in essay part you have 6 questions. Question number 5, 6 from maths lessons, maths part. Question number 7 and 8. 5 and 6 mean first 4 questions structured essay, right? That's why starting from 5, right? 5 and 6 essay part starting from question number 5. First 1, 2, 3, 4 structured essay. They are compulsory. You can't select it, right? They are compulsory questions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 5 and 6 from maths part, 7 and 8 from chemistry part. 9 and 10. Final 2 questions based on physics lessons, physics part, physics. Okay, this time Friday exam, the second part of 2026 A-level SFT paper. The question number 9, fully based on force lesson. Full essay question based on force lesson. I'll give you the paper. Still, I don't have clear manga paper එකක් තියෙනවා, but it's not clear. ඒක නිකන් අර photos ගන්න එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Still, the paper is not released. Yeah, I have paper, but it is not clear. I'll try to find the clear paper, scanned copy of soft copy. I'll send you a group. And other past paper, now within 1 week, I think our past paper book more than orders more than 50. Yeah, ඔයාලා අපේ ක්ලාස් එකේ අයත් order කරලා තිබ්බා, especially 2027 අය ගොඩක් order කරලා තිබ්බා. Okay, I decide normally it's a very bulk book, more than එකේ තියෙනවා 500 pages, 490 pages, right? Therefore it's a bit costly work to print that. ඒක නිසා I think approximately 3,000 is a printing cost, right? With delivery cost, you can buy it only 4,000. Normally market price is 5,000, but I decide to give for our students, our class students, only 4,000. You can message to this number. Within this week, you can get the book. Yeah, now the printing final stage. Now, final පොත් ටික තමයි දැන් print කරන්න. Then first 30 order now we already posted, already delivered. ඉතුරු ටික තමයි print කරන්න. Within this week, you can get the book and you can start with. Yeah, please when you send order to this number, our how to order in our pre-order post, I have sent into group Ashini. I have sent our coordinator number with our pre-order post. Yeah, I will send this number again. She's Isuri. Wait. I will send it again. Yeah. Send message. Clearly mention you are in our class students. Okay, then you can get only printing cost and delivery cost only you have to pay. Yeah. Send message to the our coordinator. She will send you a book before next class. You can get the book. Yeah, it's a very. I have included all answers clearly. Sometimes, if the question given, what are the two difference between bacteria and fungi? But I have given all differences between bacteria and fungi. Like this, I have clearly explained all questions, and calculation part I have clearly explained all steps. Right? I think it will be very helpful for your future paper discussions and future paper practices. Clearly mentioned you have a class students, right? ඔයාලගේ බැච් එකත් එක්ක යන්න 2028 online class කිව්වම එයාලා check කරයි. හරි. Okay. I told you this time 2026 A-level exam question number 9 full essay question, force lesson based on force and force, resultant force equilibrium, and couple of force, moment of force components parts. Right? Okay, therefore this lesson very important. Let's move into the final part of lesson. Last week we discussed up to yeah, what's the final topic? We did the end of moment of forces. Right? Write down the today the last two topic of the lesson. Main 7 topic, couple of forces. Couple of forces. Couple of forces. Couple of forces. Sorry, what happened to our camera? Oh. Couple of forces. Okay, what we did last day, we did calculation, no? Shiva.
Yes, sir.
Moment of force calculation, the final question, no? And I gave homework in final page of the tune.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay, let's move into homework after complete the lesson. After today part. Yeah, within 1.5 hours. No, within 1 hour we can complete the lesson. Okay. Now our lesson numbers, part number 7, the last two parts. It is couple of forces. Okay, what's the meaning of couple of forces? Okay, what's the meaning of couple? You know, couple mean a pair or two, right? Two. Couple of forces, then couple of forces mean two forces. Yeah, two forces are the couple of forces. Last week we did applications of moment of force, we discussed, no? Applications of moment of force already discussed, no? Yes or no?
We wrote only the topic, sir.
Huh?
We wrote only the topic.
Wait. Yeah, and you can complete the first tute, right? I have sent the completed PDF. You can go through that and note down. All right. Wait. Yeah, this is a completed tune. You can complete them, right? Alright. Now, first lesson, today we can everything complete. Let's force resolution, result force, moment of force. Yeah, these calculations for you, right? These calculations you have to complete. They are home. Yeah, this one also calculation. You have to calculate def, right? We discussed the examples of moment of forces and applications of discuss, no? Say.
Yes, we discussed.
Yeah, we discussed. Yes, I can remember. Yeah, our part number 7, last 2 part. Yes, couple of forces. Okay, what's the meaning of couple of forces? Couple mean, pair of forces, right? Pair mean 2. Okay, then any 2 forces can we consider as couple of force like this. Now 2 forces like this, 2 forces act on same direction or opposite direction like this. Are they couple of forces? No, they are not couple of forces. Yes, Parmi. If it is couple of force, 2 forces should have 3 main requirements, right? They should have 3 main requirements. The first one is equal magnitude. 2 forces with equal magnitude. Equal magnitude. 2 forces with equal magnitude. The second one, yeah, magnitude equal. 2 forces, magnitude equal. And what is the second requirement? How about direction? Is it same direction or opposite direction? Opposite in direction. Opposite in direction. Direction opposite. Opposite in direction. Okay, 2 forces with equal magnitude and opposite in direction. Okay, if you got this type system, 2 forces with equal magnitude, think 5 Newton, opposite in direction, right? Is it couple of force? Is it couple of force? No, it's not a couple of force. It's not a couple of force. Then what is the other main requirements? Okay, 2 lines of actions. 2 lines of action. That's the main point you have remembered. 2 lines of actions. 2 lines of action. 2 lines of actions. 2 lines of action. That means like this. Now, if you got 5 Newton, this force system, 2 forces equal magnitude and opposite in directions, but same line of action. One line of action, same line. එකම line එකක තමයි තියෙන්නේ. But couple of forces mean 2 forces like this. 2 forces with same magnitude. 2 forces with same magnitude. Think 10 Newton, 10 Newton. Any value, right? Same magnitude, opposite in direction. The first force into downward, this one into upward, opposite in direction. And 2 lines of action. This is the line, this is the first force acting line, this action point, and this is a line, and this is the second one. 2 lines of actions. Right? 2 lines of actions. Okay, they are the main requirements. Okay, this requirement fulfill any 2 pair of forces. May requirements තියෙන ඕනම forces එකකට අපි කියනවා couple of forces කියලා. They are the couple of forces. Then how we can identify, how we can define a couple of force? Yeah, pair of forces or two forces with same magnitude, opposite in direction, and two lines of actions. Two lines of action, I think you got the final point. I clear the final point. Two lines of action. If it is act on same line, they are not couple of force. They are not rotating. Right? Couple of force means it's always rotating into whatever direction, clockwise or anti-clockwise. Right? I got, I say, clear? They should have two lines of actions. Two lines of actions. Without two lines of action, if other requirements complete, they are not couple of forces, right? They are not couple of forces. Okay, can you send me examples for couple of forces or applications of couple of forces? Applications of couple of forces that you already know. Can you or example
Seesaw.
or what?
Seesaw.
No, it's moment of force. Yeah, opening a water tap. Yes, opening a water tap. Yeah, turning the steering wheel. Yes, if you got the water tap, if you got water tap, this is the shape. This is the shape. May shape okay. If we need to rotate that, open or close, we have to force apply like this, right? F and F. F and F. Yes. Yeah. Then we can rotate that with some two lines of actions, right? With some distance between two forces. Distance between two forces, right? Then it is rotating. Yeah, the steering wheel. Yes, steering wheel. Okay, this is a steering wheel. This is a steering wheel. Two forces like with some distance. Okay, what else? What else? Opening a water tap, the rotation of steering wheel by two hands. What else? Tamanath. Sadev. What else? Yeah, screwdriver. Safa, why you absent morning class? Yeah, the screwdriver, very good. Screwdriver, if you got screwdriver, this is the handle, the upward view of handle. Okay, then the forces apply like this. If you want to rotate, forces apply like this. Right, if and if with some distance. Two lines of actions. Two lines of actions. Can we take key, a lock? Yeah. Yeah. The key of a lock. Yes, very good. Key of lock. No, anyway, she doing no 2028 class, morning class 2027. She joined both classes because she doing within 11 months whole syllabus. The wheel we put bells to pull the rope attached to bucket from inside the wall. Now it's only no couple of forces, no? the wheel we put in wells. You asking about police. Police නේද කියන්නේ? කප්පිය කියලා කියන එක නේද? No, it's not a couple of force, it's a single force. It's a single force, no? Think this is a pulley. Like this. These are all. It's only single force, not couple of force. Okay, they are the examples. If you try to rotate a lid of bottle, open or close a lid of bottle, yeah, that one also couple of forces. Couple of forces. Okay, they are the examples, and how we can define a couple of force. How we can define a couple of force? Any two forces with equal magnitude, opposite in directions, and two lines of actions we called as they are couple of forces. Okay, write down in the book, and I have given the definitions in the tute. Tute එක වෙනම තියන්න අපි short note එක ඉවර කරමු. We writing notes for only first lesson. After that, short lessons we can complete by tutes only, right? Only tute. මේ අපි හැම ලෙසන් එකටම මේ නෝට් ලියලා ඉන්න ටයිම් එකක් නෑ අපිට. හරිද? ලියන්න පුළුවන් නම් හොඳයි. ඒතකොට ඔයාලට it's a good practice, but we writing note for only important lessons. More important lessons only. හරිද? අපි එහෙම ලියන lessons තියෙනවා. We writing notes for fluid mechanism, forces, and so on. 3 or 4 lessons on writing notes. After that, we doing with tutes. Again, thermochemistry. Thermochemistry, it's very difficult to do complete by a tute, right? It's a too advanced lesson. Thermochemistry. That's on. The other lessons we continue with tutes. All right. Okay, write down. Write down the first point. Two forces with same magnitude. Two forces with same magnitude, opposite in direction, with same magnitude, opposite in direction, and two lines of actions. And two lines of actions are called as couple of forces. Couple of forces. Are called as couple of forces. Examples: the opening of water tap, the opening of water tap, the rotation of a steering wheel, the opening of a water tap, the rotation of steering wheel, opening a lid of a bottle, opening a lid of a bottle, opening a lid of a bottle, the rotation of a screwdriver, the rotation of a screwdriver, right? The rotation of a screwdriver. Okay, if you want, you can Write more examples. Okay, that's enough. Okay, if you got moment, couple of force is example for couple of force, right? This application. This is a force system with couple of forces. Okay. Now it's a force of for a system of force with couple of forces. Okay, what do you think? If you got the result force of this, now is it couple of force? Now you can check with previous requirements. What are the requirements? Equal in magnitude. Magnitude same. That's one okay. And opposite in direction. Yes, opposite in directions. And two lines of action. Yeah, there are two lines of actions. Good. Then it is a couple of force. A force system with couple of force. Right. Now, if you got the result force of this force system, what is the value of the result force? Now, for two forces act on opposite along opposite directions. Forces දෙකක් opposite sides වලට යන්න. Then how to get the result force? What's the value of the result force? What's the value of the result force? That we already discussed, right? Two forces along same direction, two forces along opposite directions, perpendicular directions, inclined directions, everything discussed. Then how about the value of result force? No, Praveen, I want the result force or unbalanced force. It is good, say no. How to get this? What's the equation? P minus Q. P minus Q. Then 10 minus 10. I think you can remember, right? Two forces into same direction. How to get the result force? P plus Q. Addition. If it is opposite directions, P minus Q. P minus Q. It is 10 minus 10. 10 Newton minus 10 Newton equal 0 Newton. Right. If you got any couple of force, it's the result force 0 or unbalanced force 0. Okay, then what you can get the conclusion, what you can get the decision, the result force 0. Then what you can decide? Is there any linear motion? Remember, if you got any couple of force, there is no any linear motion. No any linear motion. That's the conclusion. No any linear motion. Linear motion. Linear motion. It's very simple. Then, if you got a rotation of water tap, the rotation of water tap, is there any linear motion? This rotation of steering wheel, is there any linear motion? Yeah, moving or no moving, just only rotation, right? It's clockwise or anti-clockwise rotation. There is no motion, linear motion. Are you clear? If it is couple of force, a system with couple of force, it's no any linear motion. It's no any movements, just only rotate around the point. Clear? Ravi?
Yes, sir.
Good. There's no any linear motion. There is no any linear motion. All right, write down the final point. Final point. The result force of any couple of force systems, the result force of any couple of force systems, the result force of any couple of force systems is 0. Is 0. Therefore, for systems with couple of forces, for system with couple of forces, there is no any linear motion. Therefore, for system with couple of forces, there is no any linear motion. There is no any linear motion. Okay, can you note down this? Okay, quickly note down this. Since resultant force 0, for system with couple of forces, there is no any linear motion. There is no any linear motion. Complete? Oh, can you repeat the last point? Therefore, for systems with couple of forces, there is no any linear motion. There is no any linear motion. Okay, Hamdi? Okay, can I erase? Senure? Hari. Okay, now any couple of force system, no any resultant force. If you got the moment of force of couple of force, that we called as moment of couple. The moment of couple. Write down the final topic of this part, final subtopic, the moment of couple. The moment of couple of force. 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 Okay, if you got a couple of force, there is no any linear motion. Why? The resultant force 0. No any unbalanced force. Unbalanced force 0. Okay, now if you got the moment of force, moment of couple of force mean moment of couple of force. Okay, this is a couple of force, right? This is a couple of force. Two forces, F and F, two forces with equal magnitude, opposite directions, and two lines of actions with some distance, right? These two lines of actions should have a distance. If it is distance 0, same lines of action. Distance එක 0 වෙනවා කියන්නේ එකම line එකක් උඩට එනවා කියන එක, right? It is not a couple of force, this type system. If it is distance 0, if it's not a couple of forces, just two forces act opposite directions, along opposite direction. Okay, then they must have a distance, right? Distance must. They must have a distance. Right. Now, how to calculate the moment of couple of force? How to calculate the moment of couple of force? Very simple. It's very simple. What's the basic equation of moment of force? If you got this type lever, if n, this is a fixed point, the turning effect of any object around fixed point, that's the meaning of moment of force. How to calculate the moment of force? F into d, that means the moment of force equal F into the applied force into perpendicular distance to the fixed point. That's a moment of force equation. That's a moment of force equation. F into F mean applied force, applied mean perpendicular force into distance to the fixed point, the distance between fixed point and the force acting point. Okay, that's the meaning of moment of force. Okay, now we're going to calculate the moment of couple of force. Moment of couple of force. Any idea? Do you remember you in O level time you did this? You learned. Okay, the moment of couple equal one force value. That means one of same equal one of this force value, right? One force value or magnitude multiplied by the not perpendicular distance to the fixed point, it is perpendicular distance between two forces, right? Understand the perpendicular distance between two forces, right? The perpendicular distance between two forces. The perpendicular distance between two forces. As example, think force value 50 Newton. Force value 50 Newton and D equal 20 centimeter. The distance between two forces, distance between two lines of actions. If it is couple of force, they should have two lines of actions and the distance between these two lines of action 20 centimeter. Example, right? Okay. The moment of couple, it's very simple. One force value. Then what you need to get? 50 or 50 plus 50, 100. Here the gandol. Sadev. 50 or 50 plus 50. Good Nidra. 50. Yes. One force value. Ekka value ekak gandon. Ekka force ekak. Right? Both same equal one force value into the perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance. Both perpendicular. Then perpendicular distance between two lines of actions or two forces. Then it is D equal to 20 centimeter. Then 20 over 100. 20 over 100. Now 0 0 cancel. 0 0 cancel. 5 into 2. Why we divide by 100? To convert into meter, it's 20 centimeter. 20 divide by 100. Then 0 2 0 2 0 cancel. Then 5 into 10. 5 into 2. 10 Newton meter is the moment of couple. I got moment of couple. What's the equation? It's Newton meter. normally any kind of moment of force, unit is Newton meter, right? Any kind of moment of force, the unit Newton meter. If it is couple of force, how to get the moment force? The one force value multiplied by the distance between two lines of actions, distance between two forces. Yeah, you can substitute to this equation and get the moment of force of a couple of force. Okay, I told if it is couple of force, there is no any resultant force. The resultant force 0. That means there is no any linear motion. But any couple of force, they should have moment of force. That's why it's rotating. It's not rest. It's just rotating, right? Now, if you got this system, it's rotate to clockwise direction. Then how many force එකක් දීලා තියෙන මෙහෙට like this. Think this pen, this is a lever, right? Due to this force, it's rotate to this direction, rotate to clockwise direction, rotate to clockwise direction, right? Okay, then it should have the moment of force. එයාගේ moment of force එකක් තියෙනවා, right? The resultant force 0. Therefore, there is no any linear motion. Due to this moment of force, it's rotating a fixed point, rotate around a fixed point. But we don't know the fixed point is midpoint or anywhere. අපි කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ කියලා දන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? But there is a fixed point and it is rotate around the fixed point. Okay, that's the nature of a couple of force. I got everything? Understood? Any doubt? Praveen?
Everything clear, sir.
Okay. Hi. Okay, draw this and note down this and do this calculation. Complete. For me. Now, clearly understand there is no any resultant force. There no any linear motion, but it has a moment of force. If they have moment of force, what happened? The force system is rotate around the point. Rotate around the point, but we don't know it is the fixed point is midpoint or this point anywhere. We don't know. We don't need the fixed point. We only need the to calculate the moment of force. The only requirement the distance between two forces, right? Mean distance එක තිබ්බනම් අපිට calculate කරන්න පුළුවන්. Then you should have idea. There is no any resultant force mean no linear motion. Since it has a moment of force, it is rotating, right? Couple of forces rotate when. What is the reason? It has a moment of force, right? This rotation direction can be clockwise or anti-clockwise. That depend on the force applied direction. Can I erase this? Say no. Yeah, the force applied. If you got this type force system, then අපි මෙහෙම couple of force එකක් ගත්තොත් මෙන්න මෙහෙම, right? Like this. $10 centimeter, 5 Newton and 5 Newton. Okay, what's the direction? It is no any linear motion, result for 0. But it is rotate to anti-clockwise direction. There is a moment of force. How to get the moment of force? If you got this type couple of force, this type couple of force like this. 20 Newton, 20 Newton with 5 centimeter distance. Okay, then this force system rotate around clockwise direction, right? Rotates towards a clockwise direction. But this one anti-clockwise direction. I got that depend on the force applied direction. If you got then if you got this lid, if you rotate to this direction, it is clockwise. If you rotate, if you opening direction, it is anti-clockwise direction, right? Okay, that's the rotation the rotating direction depends on the force applied direction. They are very simple things. Okay, then this is a first step, first practice question. Practice question 1, practice question 2, calculate the moment of couple. Calculate the moment of couple. Moment of couple. The moment of couple. Moment of couple. Send me the value, the first question. First question. What's the value for question number 1? Moment of couple. Nitire, what's the value? Quickly. Mankar. Yeah. Not Newton Chevan. Not Newton Xenon. Newton meter, yes. It's moment of force. Yeah. Newton means a force. Not Newton suffer. And I think answer also wrong. Okay, then how to get the force one force value 5 plus 5 into 10 over 100. 10 over 100. 0 0 cancel. 5 over 10 suffer. 5 over 10 mean 0.5 Newton meter. Have you got one? 0.5 Newton meter. I second is Hurry. Second one. Second one, the moment of couple. Moment of couple. Yeah, F into D, 20 into yeah, it is 1. 20 into 5 over 100. 0 to 0 cancel. 2 into 5, 10. 10 over 10, 1 Newton meter. 1 Newton meter. It's very simple. Very simple. Okay, they are the applications, right? The rotation of water tap, rotation of a screwdriver, the steering wheel, and මේක අපි හැදුවනේ මේක ටියුට් එකෙත් හදලා තියන්න calculate the moment of couple කියලා මන් දීලා තියෙනවා හරි okay let's move into final topic of the first lesson final topic the force equilibrium force equilibrium force equilibrium force equilibrium okay topic number 8 force equilibrium force equilibrium this time SFT paper 2026 SFT paper it's a good paper right it's not too hard or too easy right standard level paper අපේ අය හොඳට actually MCQ paper bit hard mean second paper normal any students can get it's a medium level right medium level MCQ part bit hard same as last year MCQ part එක ටිකක් අමාරුයි one students got our plus one student got 44 MCQ තව එක්කෙනෙක් ගත්ත 42 MCQ අනිත් අය 30 and 40 ගොඩක් ඉන්නවා දෙන්නෙක් ඉන්නවා 44 and 42 it's not easy then because if you any very small mistake lost 1 mark right it's very challenging paper MCQ paper not like ET in ET paper if you miss one MCQ it's only 0.75 no yes 50 divided by 35 yeah it's 0.75 yes yeah more than that it is very dangerous of MCQ paper if you doing very small mistake you will lose 1 mark එක mark එකක් නැති වෙනවා right 100 වලින් එකක් නැති වෙනවා it's a huge effect to your result right therefore you have to you have to more practice MCQ question I hope to as soon as possible I hope to prepare MCQ explanation book as well in past paper our book දැන් දැනට තියෙන book එකේ තියෙන්නේ only MCQ answers and other structured and essay questions, everything they are all answers and marks distribution. අරක තියෙන්නේ as a normal past paper book, only answers, MCQ answers විතරයි තියෙන්නේ, right? I hope to, yeah, it's not the easy thing. As soon as possible I hope to prepare a book with all explanation of MCQ questions. In market there is no any book yet, right? එහෙම book එකක් නැහැ. Okay, force equilibrium, that you already know. Force equilibrium means balance force systems. Balance force system. Okay, it is very simple that you already know. හරි, දැන් මේ පාර්ට් එක ඔක්කොම ඔයාලා දන්නවා. මම කියද්දි බලන්න දන්නවා. හරි, if you got any linear motion object, right? Linear motion object like this. Linear motion object. Or any linear motion force system, right? Object or force system or point. If there is no any unbalanced force, right? 50 Newton, 50 Newton, 50 Newton, 50 Newton. Okay, what is unbalanced force or resonant force? Key the resonant force.
0.
Zero. Zero. Then is it balanced or unbalanced?
Balanced.
It is balanced system. Then it is very simple. If any linear motion force system, not a linear motion force system, any force system, if it is resonant force 0, it is balanced object or balanced system. If resonant force 0, or if there is no unbalanced force, no unbalanced force means the resonant force 0, right? The same thing, right? If there is no resonant force or if there is no unbalanced force, any force system, it's balanced. Okay, do you remember Newton's first law? We discussed in the first part, basic part of force lesson, we discussed Newton's law. Okay, Newton's first law, do you remember? Okay, he explained. Then අපිට ඒක ඔක්කොම මේ match කරගන්න පුළුවන්, right? But he explained in the Newton's first law, මොනවද කිව්වේ? If there is no unbalanced force act on any object, මොකද කිව්වේ? Rest objects rest and moving objects moving with uniform velocity. Then this is a force equilibrium. If you got any balanced force system or equilibrium system, how about their motion types? එයාලා move වෙන්න පුළුවන් කොහමද? එක්කෝ, yeah, according to Newton's first law, they have only two options. If you got rest object, according to Newton's first law, rest objects, they are rest since there is no unbalanced force, right? If you got moving object, it's only moving with uniform velocity. Uniform velocity, right? Uniform velocity. Okay, that's a story. That's the equilibrium, right? If any force system, there is no any unbalanced force or the resonant force 0, they are equilibrium system or balance system. How about their motion types? They, according to Newton's first law, if it is this object already rest, stays rest. Rest එකේම තියෙනවා. If you got මේ වගේ, now this pen, it's rest object, right? Rest mean there is no any unbalanced force, it's equilibrium system, right? If you got moving object, it's moving with uniform velocity, no any acceleration, no deceleration, uniform velocity. Are you clear? It's very simple thing. Marvelous. හරි, It's about linear motion. If you got rotating objects, if you got rotating object like this, අපි මෙහෙම එකක් ගත්තොත්, clearly understand this part. This is a summary of entire lesson that you already know these theories. මේ ඔයාලා already දන්නවා. මම මේ summarize එකක් කරන්න, right? This is a summary. Right. Think it is 70 Newton, 50 Newton, and 20 Newton. 20 Newton. And may 5 meters, two meters. Think approximately 5 meters and 2 meters, 20 Newton and 50 Newton, 70 Newton. Now, if you got, try to understand this, if you got resultant force, the resultant force of this force system, what is the value? What's the unbalanced force or the resultant force? මෙයාගේ resultant force එක කීයද? What's the value of resultant force? What's the value of resultant force of this force system? Here. What's the value of resultant force? How to be 3 param? No, I want the resultant force R param, not an angle. Okay, what is the resultant force into downward direction? 70. 50 plus 20, 70. Upward direction, 70. Then two forces act along opposite directions. Yes, Praveen, it is 0. The resultant force 0 Newton. The resultant force 0 Newton. Okay, if you got the moment of the resultant momentum, the resultant force, the resultant force, 0 Newton, right? The resultant force 0 Newton. Resultant force 0 Newton mean what's our conclusion? What we can decide? Is there any linear motion of this system? No any linear motion, right? It can move in the back, right? There is no any linear motion. If you got the moment of the resultant momentum, the resultant momentum, not momentum, moment of forces, the resultant moment of forces. The resultant moment of forces. How to get the resultant moment of forces? It's very important. Resultant moment of forces mean 20, 20 clockwise rotation, right? 20 is clockwise rotation, 50 anti-clockwise rotation, right? 20 into 5, it is clockwise. 20 into 5. You need space. But this is the most important thing. The final thing you need to understand. If you got 20 into 5, it is clockwise. It is that I got as plus, right? That I got as plus. 15 to 2 anti-clockwise, therefore I am going to add minus. Last week I explained this, right? Minus 15 to 2. 15 to 2. 15 to 2. Then what is the value? The resultant moment of force. එයත් key මොකද වෙන්නේ? That one also 100 minus 100. The resultant moment of force also 0. 0 Newton meter. 0 Newton meter. The resultant force 0 Newton. The resultant force 0 Newton. So the resultant force 0 Newton, therefore no any linear motion. The resultant moment of forces, that one also 0. The resultant moment of force around any point. May ඕනම point එකක් ගත්තම්, right? Very sorry. There was a compulsory code. Hari. Sorry. Okay. May point එක තේරුම් ගත්තම් force පුළුවන්. හරිද? Okay. The resultant force 0 Newton. Right? This system, the resultant force 0 Newton. Then there is no any linear motion. The resultant moment of forces around any point. අපි ඕන මෙතනින් ගන්න ඔයාලා. If you got the resultant force around this point, 70 is clockwise, right? 70 into 5 means 350 Newton meter. 50 anti-clockwise. 50 into 7. 50 into 7, right? That one also anti-clockwise 350 minus 350. Around any point, the moment of force also 0. I got this point okay. This force system, the resultant force 0, that's okay. The moment around any point, ඕනම point එකකින් resultant force moment of force ගත්තත්, the resultant moment of force 0 නේද? It's 0, right? I got. This type force systems in under linear motion it's balanced, under rotation also, rotational motion also, it's a balance object. That means it's a balance, right? This lever is now balanced. This object is already balanced, right? Balance mean it's rotate. If it is rotate, then කොහොමත් linear motion නෑ. There is no any linear motion. If it is rotate, the only option is rotate with uniform velocity. No any acceleration, no anything. If we make a rest එකේ තියෙන system එකක්, most probably that will be rest system or rotate with uniform velocity. That's only. No any accelerate rotation, right? No any accelerate rotation, no decelerate rotations. I got this. Okay, that's a force equilibrium, right? If it is balance in linear motion and rotational motion, both balance system, the resultant force 0 mean under linear motion it's balanced. No any linear motions, linear accelerations, right? If you got the resultant moment of force around any point, if it is 0, that's on rotation motion. Under rotation also it's balanced. No any acceleration or no any accelerate rotation actually. It's rest or uniform rotation pattern, uniform rotation motion. Termata. Shivan?
Yes, sir.
Others, Praveen?
Clear, sir. Okay, let's note down this final thing and let's move into questions.
Others, do you have any doubt? Sadhu? Yes,
sir.
Jeniru.
Okay, sir.
Good. Savidya? Safa? Vinuji? Vinuji? Har.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Good. Har. Doubts tinang ahanda. Metaning that's the end of force lesson. If you got this, you can force. Good. Okay, write down the first point. You have only 3 points. If there is no unbalanced force, act on any force system, any object the result force 0. Within bracket, result force equals 0. Under linear motion, the object is balance within bracket equilibrium. Equilibrium. Right. Okay, second point. Medical wala mataka tiendamon. They are compulsory points. Right? Don't need these words. You only need to remember if it is result for 0 under linear motion, the object balance. Right? According to Newton's second law, not second law, first law. First law, these types objects rest or moving with uniform velocity. If the resultant moment of force, the resultant moment of force around any point, that's around any point, around any point. Please highlight this word, around any point. If it is balanced, or at one point, right? Around any point, if the result of moment of force around any point is 0, and the rotational motion the system is balanced. Or equilibrium. That means, final point, that means the system rest or rotate with uniform velocity. Uniform uniform velocity. Velocity. Okay, this is a final point. Complete. Vihanger? Complete. Any unclear point? Right, made it now then Q. The same thing I explained. Okay. Can I erase? Okay. Write down as an example, this is a balance system. Right. Clearly note down. This one don't need. If you can check around any point, the result moment of force 0. Right? That's why it is balance. Right? Balance. Right. Make a lever method. That's the end. Complete. Amishka. Complete. Hi. You can check around any point, okay, around any point. If you got this point or this point, check this point around, think it is A point, around A point, if you got moment of forces, no any moment of forces given by 50, right, because it's a fixed point, and 20 into 7. 20 into 7 because total distance 7, this is a fixed point now. 20 into 7, it is 20 into 7 clockwise, right? Clockwise moment of force 20 into 7. Subtract anti-clockwise moment of force 70 into 2. 70 into 2. Right? What's the value? 2 into 7, 140 minus 140. It's 0. 0 Newton meter. Right? Around any point, if it is balanced system, around any point, the moment of force 0. The resultant moment of force, sorry. The resultant moment of force 0. Hari. Thirnad? Everything okay? Everything okay? Safa? Hari. Okay, let's move into the final subtopic of the lesson. Write down the final subtopic of the lesson. Equilibrium under two forces that we already discussed, right? Two forces mean if it is F1 and F2 magnitude same, right? Then it's easy, right? Then resultant force 0, the same thing, right? Equilibrium under three forces, final subtopic. Equilibrium under three forces. Okay, that was an exam question. 2000, as I remember, 22. Make a දෙතුන් පාරක් අහලා තියෙනවා. More than 2 to 3 times ask same question. How to balance or equilibrium under three forces. Force system under three forces. Like this. Now the weight, the child weight act towards to downward, and two ropes tensions F1 and F2 upward directions, F1 and F2 into upward directions, tensions, right? Now it's a force system with three forces. How to balance a force system with three forces? What are the requirements? Okay, this is the requirement. This type force systems may two types mainly, right? Think it's a lever. අර අපි කලින් යන්න වගේ F1 and F2 and F3, right? Now three forces force system. Now if you got this type inclined force system, right? F1 and F2, F2 and F3. Okay, how to balance? Now this one you can clearly understand. Make a lacing if you got the result force, the result of any two forces, right? The result of any two forces, the result force of any two forces. Now how to get the result of two forces මෙයාලා දෙන්නගේ result එක කීයද? F1 plus F2. If it is F1 and F2, F1 and F2, two forces like this, F1 plus F2, F1 and F2, if it is same magnitude and opposite direction and same line of actions to the third force, to the remain force. Again, made in F1 and F2 result force, if it is same line and same action, same magnitude and opposite in direction to the remain force, this force is balanced. This force system is balanced. It's like this. May I think it is 10 Newton, right? It is 5 Newton, right? What is the result force? 15 Newton. If it is F3 also 15 Newton, the system balance. I got 10 plus 5, it is 15 into downward. Upward force also 15 Newton. I got cleared. Rashmita. Now three forces act on same object. The magnitude, the result force of any two forces, same magnitude, opposite in direction and same line of actions to the third force, to the remain force. Okay, this one also same. If you got F1 and F2 result force, this is the result force, F1 and F2. F1 and F2 result force, same magnitude, opposite in direction and same line of action to the third force. Clear? මේ දෙන්නගේ result force එක same magnitude, opposite in direction and same line of action. Same line.
Could you just please explain the last example?
This one.
No, the before one.
Make a hi.
Yes.
Let's go to page board, then you can get. Okay, now it is a system of force with three forces, right? Think it is the value 50 Newton and 100 Newton and 115. Right. The question asks, this force system is balanced or not, balanced or unbalanced. Okay, what you can check, you can the result force into downward direction. Downward direction result force, you know, 50 and 100 both into same direction. Then how to get the result force? 50 plus 100, 150 Newton. 150 Newton. Right? Now, if you got the result force of two forces, same magnitude, opposite in direction and same line of action, one line of actions to the remain force. Characteristic if they have characteristics to the remain force, same magnitude, opposite in direction and same line of actions. If it is same, this system is balanced or equilibrium. If you then the result force 150, if it is 160 this upward force, then is it balanced? It's unbalanced force. Unbalanced force system. I got, because there is a result force into upward direction. Then the system is accelerated upward. It's not balanced. Now okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, if you got the inclined forces like this, inclined forces, it's 150 the end on balance now, 115. If you got think it is 10 Newton and 8 Newton, think the result force of 10 and 8, you have to calculate by P square plus Q square equation with this angle. Let's assume it is 6. Now, 9 Newton is the resistance force, right? Assume, right? Then if it is 9 Newton, this remain force also 9 Newton. Okay, now the any two forces, the resistance force of any two forces, same magnitude, opposite in direction, and same line of actions to the remain force. They are the balanced system under three forces. If it is not equal, 10 it's unbalanced object. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Rashmita? Parami? Okay, write down the final point. Final point. Any force system with three forces. Any force system with three forces in equilibrium. Any force system with three forces in equilibrium. Equilibrium. Any force system with three forces in equilibrium. In equilibrium, the resultant force of any two forces must be the resultant force of any two forces must be equal in magnitude. මෙහෙමම ලියන්න පහලට equal in magnitude opposite in direction and same lines of action to the third force, third remain force. Okay, that's the end of theory part of forceless. Any force system with three forces in equilibrium, the resultant force of any two forces must be equal in magnitude, opposite to the opposite in direction, and same line of action to the third force, to the third remain force. Third remain force. Complete? Note down this F1, F2. It is F1 plus F2, F3. F1 plus F2 equal to F3. That's why it is balanced. That's why it is balanced. F1, F2. This is the resultant force. F3. The resultant force equal to the F3. That's why it is balanced. The resultant force of any two forces. If you got resultant force of F3 and F2, it should equal to the F1, right? Any two forces resultant force equal to the third remaining force. Hari. That's the end of force list. Okay, complete. Hardin. Assess. Hi. Okay, now let's move into homeworks. Okay, this is tutorial number 1. Today I will send you the tutorial number 2, right? Tutorial number 2, you have to get a printout. Tutorial number 2, you have 20 MCQ questions. Make it 18. It's only 15, no? Yeah, 15. Tutorial number 2, you have 20 MCQ. 20 MCQ, and next week I will give you tutorial number 3, essay questions. All exam essay questions. In tutorial number 2, I have included all exam MCQ questions. They are not exam questions, they are my questions. Tutorial number 2, you have exam questions. Tutorial number 3, I'll give you next day or as soon as possible. Yeah, please complete the tutorial number 2 as soon possible. Then I will send the tutorial number 3. Right, tutorial number 3, essay questions, pause essay questions. This week you have to work on the first lesson now. That's the end of first theory part completed. Now we're discussing questions. Next week, 23, 30. Okay, next week you have tutorial question discussion, right? First lesson and 30. 31st, Monday morning you have a test. Monday we can't. No? Monday very. It's only MCQ test, right? With 30 MCQ. Only MCQ, yes. Okay, test. Yeah, I think we can update our website before end of this month. Okay, then I'll arrange the test in the website as a quiz based exam, right? You have 30 MCQ and you have 1.5 hours, I think. Yeah, or 1 hours. I will check with paper. Then you can tick correct answers. But you have to careful. Then අපි website එකෙන් කරද්දී ඒ quiz එකක් විදිහට යන්නේ. එතකොට you have a time limit, right? You are open කර වෙලාව ඉඳලා 1 hour නම් 1 hour වලින් close වෙනවා, right? Only automatically submit you completed questions, not all cancel. ඒකේ automatically submit only completed questions, right? Therefore you have to be careful. Okay, I'll instruct you how to get the no problem. When I send the, yeah, any time you can participate, right? All the time separate within I will open this after next class, after we discussed all essay questions, all tutorial questions. I will open the link, then you can click the link. If you're not registered, first you have to register, right? එතකොට ඔයාට එකපාර log වෙන්න බෑ, right? Register කියන page එකට තමයි යන්නේ. Then you have to enter your details and prepare a profile එකක් create කරන්න තියෙනවා, right? After prepare a profile, then you can again click the link, then you can directly go to the quiz. Very careful. I will send you all the instructions. Ek open kara වෙලාව ඉඳලා within the limited time within the given time, think 1 hour quiz, 1 hour වලින් close වෙනවා. Only completed questions automatically submit. ඒක නිසා, yeah, I think it's a good practice. The thing is you have to keep your connection stable, right? Then online class join වෙනවා කියන්නේ connection අවුලක් නැහැ. Connection stable නම් no problem, right? It's better, no? Then no problems. Anytime you can open and complete the quiz. It's better. And when you submit within less than 1 minute, you can get your marks, right? Submit කරද්දී marks ගන්න පුළුවන්, right? Okay, therefore you have to ready for that. You have 1 week, and I will give you tutorial questions, exam questions, everything within this week. You have to go through them and work on them. Question number 2. Question number one already discussed, right? It's Newton's first law. Second law, F equal ma. Answer number 500. Answer number 3. Okay, students open the tap by applying a force as shown in the figure. The total moment of force is couple of force. No, Safa. It's a quiz, right? Anytime after next week class, we discuss tutorial questions, right? Tutorial. I will send the tutorial paper today, right? Tutorial 2 discussion. Today we discuss tutorial 1, tutorial 2 discussion next Sunday. Right? After this discussion, I will open a link in our website. Link එකක් open වෙනවා website එකේ. Next Sunday to after next Sunday, again 30th of August to 6th of August. You have 7 days, right? Within 7 days, anytime you can open this link and complete the quiz. But you have automatically time limit එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ time එකේදී ඒක close වෙලා auto submit වෙනවා. Right? If you not submitted within the given time, it will be auto submitted. Clear? Anytime you can open this, but after open within the given time, it will be closed, right? Within the given time, you have to complete. Now, okay, Sabat? Yeah, anytime you have 7 days, anytime you can open this. Any other doubts? I will give you all the steps and screenshots, everything I will send you. Steps. Register වෙලා ඉන්න අයට නැති අයට ඔක්කොටම මම කියලා දෙන්න. Don't worry. Since your first exam, then I will give you a practice one. It's good. Yeah, මම කියන්නම් අපේ team එකට ඔයාලට දෙන්න කියලා practice exam එකක්. Before you complete the exam, you can, it's only, you can click any answers and submit, right? Just as a practice. After practice exam, you can go to the real exam, right? Okay. Practice exam එක මේ system එක හුරු වෙන, right? No need correct answers for that. Only for system. Now okay, Khalindu? Everything okay? Hari. Students open a tap by applying the force as shown in the figure. The total moment of force. Now you can see the tap, it's a couple of force. Now the question is the moment of couple of force. How to calculate? One force value 2. One force value. One force value it's 2. Into the distance between two forces. 2 into 0.1 meter. (0.2 meters. Answer number 4. Okay, when these two forces act on the same point, the direction and magnitude of the resultant force accurately indicated by. Okay, what do you think? What's the answer? What's the answer? No, these, when these two forces act on the same point, right? The acting point same. Acting point same. No. The acting point same. All when these two forces act on same point, think this is the forces acting point, right? 12 Newton into right side direction. 12 Newton into right side direction at the same point of action. 5 Newton into downward direction. Then what is the resultant force direction? Always this direction. Between 5 and 12. Then you can select answer first one. No need magnitude, only direction you can get the value. Very good. Ashin, if you want, you can check the magnitude as well. 5 and 12 perpendicular forces. Good, Nitin. 5 and 12 perpendicular forces. Then how to get the resultant force? R equal 5 squared plus P squared plus Q squared square root. 5 squared plus 12 squared square root. 5 squared 25. 12 squared 144 square root. 169 square root. The value is 30. Are you clear? Yeah, that's why you have to carefully read questions when these two forces act on the same point. That means they are the points of action, acting points. Yeah, both forces act on the same point. Clear, Hashiri? Shivan? Now okay? Amishka, okay, name? Hal. Which of the following is the disadvantage of a friction? Disadvantage of the friction. Disadvantage. Do you know what are the transmission belts? Transmission belts. Transmission belt. They are the transmission belt. All motors rotate karna dakala tiyena. Think this is a motor. The motor contain a wheel, right? Due to the power of motor, this wheel rotating. Think if you want to rotate another wheel by this power, we can use a rubber belt, right? Rubber belt එකක් දාන්න පුළුවන්. We can use a rubber belt like this. They are the transmission belt. This is a transmission belt. Then due to the rotation of motor, this wheel rotating. I got it. Just like a bicycle chain. Bicycle chain is not a belt, but same mechanism. Clear? Right. Then it is advantage or disadvantage? It's an advantage, right? It's an advantage. The rotation of a wheel around an axle. The grinding machine is advantage or disadvantage? Yeah, the grinding process working due to the friction force, then it is an advantage. It is an advantage. Holding a glass of water by hand, something grip due to friction, right? Then it is an advantage. Math advantage. A vehicle moving toward, the vehicle moving towards due to the rotation of wheel, moving towards due to the friction force. If not, only if you got very smooth surface, is it moving? No. Our vehicles වහින වෙලාවට එහෙම if you got a tile floor, if it is smooth wheels, what happened? Only wheel rotating, right? ලිස්සල යනවා විතරයි. Only slipping, yes. Only slipping, not moving. Vehicle not forward, moving forward. Okay, that one also. The moving forward, that one also advantage. Then if you got the rotation of wheel around an axle, for that it is an disadvantage. Why? Due to the friction around an axle. What happened due to the friction? It's a disadvantage. Then we have to use lubricants, ball bearings for rotation things. Yeah, this is an disadvantage. Answer number 2. No, Senura. Grinding machine is advantage. The grinding process working due to friction. Clear? Okay. Next question. Question number 5. It's very important question. Pigment a uniform rod of mass 3 Newton is subjected to a force of 6 Newton through its center of gravity. Okay, what's the meaning? First thing, what's the meaning of uniform rod? What's the meaning of uniform rod? What's the meaning of uniform rod? Yeah, if you got meter ruler is a uniform rod. Uniform rod mean each point same mass and thickness. Okay, if you as meter ruler, right? If you got this pen, it's not uniform. It's not uniform. Up to this point, it's uniform. May part of uniform, right? Not same thickness, right? A uniform rod of mass, not mass. That's mistake. Weight, because Newton weight. Weight 3 Newton is subjected to a force of 6 Newton through its center of gravity. What's the meaning of center of gravity? Do we remember this word? What's the meaning of center of gravity? Center of gravity? What's the meaning of center of gravity? That we already discussed, right? Or gravitational point කියලා කියනවා. Both same. Center of gravity. Quickly. Center of gravity mean? Anyone? Not remember? The point body through which entire weight appears. Yes, very good. The weight acting point. No, Fatima. The point with the whole weight acts. Very good. If you got any object, its weight, whole weight acting point is a center of gravity. If you got this pen, think if I balance like this, this point is this balancing point is a weight acting point or the center of gravity of this pen. Point, right? This is a point. The center of gravity. The weight acting point. The entire weight acting on this point. If you got, remember, if you got uniform rod as meter ruler, its center of gravity is midpoint always. If you got uniform rod like this same thickness, this is the center of gravity. This is center of gravity, capital G. Center of gravity. This is center of gravity. Right? This is center of gravity. Make uniform rod of weight 3 Newton is subjected to force 6 Newton through its center of gravity and force 1 Newton and 2 Newton. Okay, 6 Newton also act from center of gravity. 3 Newton mean weight acting point. Center of gravity, right? Acting point, center of gravity. 1 Newton and 2 Newton from its two ends as shown in the figure. When this rod is released, if this rod is released, what happened to the initially? Okay, what do you think? Okay, if you got the resultant force of this system, if you got the resultant force, what's the value in downward direction? 3 plus 1 plus 2, it is 6. In upward direction also 6. Then 6 minus 6, 0 Newton is the resultant force. Then is there any more linear motion? Very simple. Is there any linear motion? Is there any linear motion? No. There is no any linear motion. Right? Very simple. I got this. In downward direction, 3 plus 2 plus 1, it is 6. In upward direction, 6. Then 6 minus 6, the result was 0. The entire result was 0. Right? That means under linear, no any linear motion. Har the linear motions mukut naha. Har if you got moment of force, okay, I'm going to get moment of force around center of gravity, G, around G point. Clockwise, if it is uniform rod, since it is uniform rod, what happened? The center of gravity is a midpoint, right? Midpoint is a center point is a center of gravity. Then both distances are same. X කියලා. The other side also x. Both sides x. Let's say. Then moment of force around A point. Then clockwise moment of force 2x. 2x. Anti-clockwise moment of force 1x. Then there is a 1x. 2x plus 1x, it is 1x clockwise moment of force. The result of clockwise moment of force not 0. Then it is not moving is wrong. Going up wrong, no linear motion. Going down, no. Only rotation, yes. Since it has a moment of force, it's rotating into clockwise direction. It rotates to clockwise direction. Are you clear? It's rotate to clockwise direction. Only going down midnight. Good, Nidhu. Could you understand? Praveen? Clear? Jeniru?
Sir, can you explain it once more?
Yeah, first I got the result force. Result force 0, that's okay, right? The result force 0. That point okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, the result force 0 and the moment of forces, I got clockwise moment of force 2x. Why 2x? I assume there is x, right? X mean since there is uniform rod, the center of gravity is a midpoint. Midpoint is the center of gravity. Then both sides same. If you got meter ruler, the center of gravity is a 50 centimeter point. Then both sides 50 centimeter, 50 centimeter. Right? Then I got clockwise moment of force 2x and anti-clockwise moment of force 1x because 1x anti-clockwise around G point. Around G point. Right? Around G point. Then if it is then the result of moment of forces 1x, then is it balanced under moment of forces? Under moment of forces, it's not balanced. If it is balanced, it should be 0. 0 and balance, not moving. Right? But since it is result momentum along direction of clockwise direction, it has a clockwise rotation. Then it's only rotation. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම rotate වෙන්න ඕන. Okay, question number 6, 7, 8, 9 we already discussed, right? Shivan? Karane de diya.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, 10. Okay, it's a very, very important question. Two forces named P and Q acting along perpendicular directions. The magnitude of the P force and 10 Newton sorry, the magnitude of the P force 10 Newton and Q force make an angle. It's better to draw a figure, right? Then you can easily get the answer. Okay, think this is a P and Q, and this is a resultant force. This is a resultant force between P and Q. Okay, it is perpendicular to each other. P and Q perpendicular to each other. Now, the magnitude of the P is 10 Newton. P magnitude 10 Newton. And the Q force make an angle 60 degree to the resultant force. Q force make an angle 60 degree to the resultant force. Right, the angle 60. The magnitude of the Q force magnitude is asking. Okay, you know how to get this angle by tan theta. Then tan 60 equal you know, think as a rectangle P over Q, opposite over addition. Opposite side equal to P, then P equal 10 Newton over Q. Over Q. Then sine 60 equal root 3, no? Equal 10 over Q. Then Q equal 10 over root 3. 10 over root 3 balan kiyada kiyala. Take the value of 10 over root 3, use calculator. .77, round off to first decimal point 5.8. I got this, Hashini. Hari, if you know P and Q, you can get this theta angle, no? Same equation I use. Now you know the angle, I got the Q. Clear? Tan 60 root 2 that you already know. Harnil, Praveen, Vinuji.
Yes, sir.
Hari. Consider following statement regarding the moment of force and couple of forces. The magnitude of moment of force depends on the point at which the moment is taken. Is it correct? First statement, is it correct? The magnitude of the moment of force depend on the point at which the moment is taken. Yes, it is correct. The fixed point is very important. It cannot change, you know. Okay, the magnitude of the moment of couple of force depends on the point at which the moment is taken. Is it correct or wrong? Ashmita, what do you think? The B point, correct or wrong? True or false? The magnitude of couple of force, moment of couple. Wrong, very good. That's not depend. Ekedi api ganne one force value and the distance between two forces, that's not depend on the fixed point. The magnitude of the moment of couple of forces equal to the product mean multiplication, product of the magnitude of one force and the perpendicular distance between two forces. Yeah, this is the definition or calculation. Then A and C correct. True statements A and C only. A and C only. Okay. This one we already discussed. An object is an equilibrium when three forces act on it. Consider following expressions. The three forces must be meet at one point. Must meet at one point. Correct? Three forces must meet at one point. Correct? An object is an equilibrium when three forces act on it. Make a force system with three forces. Is it correct? No, it's not must meet at one point. Not must. But if it is act on same point, then mehimat puluwan me. It's not must. Now three acting points. If you got 1 point, that one also possible. That's also okay. Right? That's also okay, but it is not must. Wrong. The three forces must be parallel to each other. Yeah, parallel also okay, but it is not must. That one also not must. Why? They are not parallel, but it's possible to balance or equilibrium. No. The result of moments about any point must be zero. Correct. The result of moment of forces around any point equal to zero. Yes, yes. Yeah, that's a equilibrium theory that we already discussed today. Always true, only C. Only C. Only C. Consider following statement. Consider following statements about a certain mass. An object must remain at rest. No result force is applied. Correct? An object must remain rest if no result force is applied. Correct? Or no? Must කියලා තියෙන්නේ එකේ.
It's wrong.
Wrong. Why it is wrong? An object must remain at rest. Is it must? Yeah, object remain at rest. No result force object, no result force applied. Correct. But if it is without any result force, yeah, rest එකේම තියෙන්න ඕනද නෑ? It is possible to moving with uniform velocity. No? It's possible to moving with uniform velocity. Then it is not must. Are you good? Howද Nithira? Yes. Possible to move uniform velocity. Newton's first law. A force must be applied to change the direction of motion. Yeah, the force required. The result force is inversely proportional to the rate of change of momentum. Not inversely proportional. How to proportional? Directly proportional of rate of momentum change. Newton's second law, second method, right? Newton's second law, second method. Answer only B. Only B. Okay, this question. It is not possible for the, it's a short method, right? Short method, yeah, short step. It is not possible for the result force of two forces between 5 and 6. Okay, 5 and 6. Now, how you decide 5 and 6 act on same direction? 5 and 6 opposite directions, right? 5 and 6 opposite directions, 5 and 6 perpendicular directions, 5 and 6 inclined directions. How many angles? 1 degree, 2 degree, 10 degree, 30 degree. How you decide? It's very complicated question. But remember, you have very simple method. This type of questions, the maximum, yeah, Nithira, the maximum result force that can given by 5 and 6, it is act on same direction. Then what is the maximum result force? 11 Newton. Remember the minimum result force that can given by 5 and 6 act on opposite direction. Then 6 minus 5 is 1 Newton. I good. the maximum level, minimum one, right? That is a range. Now you can check. If you got perpendicular with different angles, always the result force between 1 and 11. I got ඕන විදියකට ගත්තොත් the result force between 1 and 11. Okay, you can check 5 and 6 perpendicular. එතකොට එන්නේ 5-point value, right? Between 1 and 11. Understood? Then you can check 2 Newton okay between 1 and 11. 4 Newton okay, 3.5 okay, 10.5 okay, 11.1 out of range. 11.1 out of range. 11.1 out of range. Okay, final question. Okay, for final question, we need another 5 to 6 minutes. What to do? Can you get 5 minutes? හරි ඉවර කරමු නේද? Then you can directly go to the tutorial question. When a force of 1000 Newton is 100 Newton is applied along the inclined plane to keep rest a mass of 5 kilogram. Placed on a plane inclined at 30 degree to the horizontal. This angle 30 degree. The friction force acting between the inclined plane and the object is. The friction force is asked. Okay, first of all, what is the friction force direction? Okay, 100 Newton applied on along the plane upward direction. Then what is the friction force direction? Downward or upward? What's the friction force direction? Downward. Always the friction means a resistant force. Therefore, it's opposite to the our force applied direction. Okay, friction force F dash. And if you got the weight of this object, weight equal 50 Newton. 50 Newton. This is the perpendicular reaction of this system. Perpendicular reaction. Perpendicular reaction always perpendicular to surface. Okay, if you got a line along a perpendicular reaction, along a perpendicular reaction, it's R like this. Now you can resolute this to get the R. If it is balanced system, it's a rest object. If it is balanced, R equal to 50. Now it is 90 degree. 90 and this angle 30 degree, 60 degree, right? 60 plus 30, 90, 90 plus 90, 180. It's a right angle triangle. Now, Balanda, it's a very important thing. Now, if you want R, that means perpendicular reaction, it's equal to 50 force resolution, sine 60, away from angle, suffer, away from angle, then it is 50 sine 60. Doubt? Please ask. 50 sine 60. Okay, if you get resolute into opposite side, මෙහෙට resolute කරොත්. If you resolute to other direction,
cos 60.
Cos 60, yes. Okay, then due to the resolution, another force act towards this direction. මෙහෙටත් force එකක් තියෙනවා. Due to the weight. Due to the weight. Right? Hard. It is the F, think it is F. F කියලා දාමු. The F equal 50 cos 60. Right? Okay. 50 cos 60. Now, the question asks, what is the friction force? Okay, you know 50 sin 60 mean 50 cos 60 mean half, no? Sorry, cos 60 half, then it is 25 newton. 25 newton. 25 newton. Right? F value is 25 newton. Then make on it now. Not need R. F cos 60 to 25, that means 25 newton downward force due to the weight. Due to the weight. Component of weight, downward 25 newton force. Right? Now upward 100. If it is keep rest, what is the requirement? You know, rest force systems are balanced. Rest force systems are balanced. If it is balanced, no unbalanced force, then downward forces equal to the upward forces. එහෙනම් මොකද වෙන්න ඕනේ? Upward 100, downward also need to be 100. Then what is the friction force requirement? Upward 100, downward already 25 newton. Then friction force should be 75 newton. Clear? Do I need to explain again? Nitira? Ashini? If it is rest, you know, rest objects are balanced. Then this system is equilibrium. Then upward forces equal to the downward force. Now downward given weight given force 25. තව 20 75 තියෙන්න ඕනේ මේක balance වෙන්න නම්. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Safa, clear? Altaf?
Sir, could you explain it once again?
Yeah, yeah. Senura? This, Praveen, this type question we already discussed in the, I think, post resolution part. This type slant plane questions. Go through that one also. Go through recordings. And I have sent you a tunes. You and I think other new students. Parn. Yeah, I have posted your tute, but that was late. I think Friday I posted. You can get it tomorrow. Right. Now don't think about this R. Don't think about this R. Okay, now the weight 50 Newton. Right, due to the weight, this direction given component is 25. It is 50 cos 60 that we call force resolution. Resolute towards the angle. Resolute towards the angle, it is 25 Newton because 50 cos 60 half, no? Then it is 25 Newton. If it is rest object, 5 Newton rest object, upward force, it should be balanced according to Newton's first law. If it is balanced, upward force is equal to downward force. Then upward 100 Newton, upward force 100. But downward only is 25. Then if it is balanced, friction force, downward friction force must be 75 Newton to balance. 75 plus 25 downward 100, upward also 100.
So how did you get 25?
Yeah, that's force free solution. Due to the weight, 50, you have to resolve towards to the angle. This angle 60, it's a right angle triangle, 90 degree, 30 degree, 90 plus 30, 120, 120 plus 60. That's total inside the total angle is 118. Then it is 60. Then you have to resolve towards to the angle. Towards to the angle. That means 50 cos 60. Towards to angle means cos 60, right? 50 cos 60. Okay. Cos 60 means half, then 50 into half, it is 25. This 25 into downward direction. The friction
Okay.
force also downward direction, right? But the applied force into upward direction, it is 100. Then to balance, upward forces need to be equal to the downward forces. Then 70, then 25 plus 75 downward 100, upward direction 100. Then it is balance.
Okay, sir, it's clear.
Okay. That's the end of tutorial number 1. Okay, after the class, I will send you this class recording as well as tutorial number 2. Tutorial number 2, you have MCQ 20 questions, right? You have to practice these questions and make sure to complete question. If you can get a printout and write down with all steps and reasons, explanations. Now you have to practice that. I don't need only answers, I need reasons. And if it is calculation, I need all steps. Okay, you can try to complete tutorial number 2, and next week we discuss the tutorial number 2. And after that, I will open the quiz exam. Okay, everything clear? So the 25 Newton force is resistance. No. I said 25 Newton, not resistance. 25 mean the force act, the weight force component along downward direction. That may weight due to this 50 Newton weight, one component act along this direction. It is 50 cos 60. It is not the friction force. It is a force component due to the weight. Yeah, 25. If it is balanced, another 75 Newton friction is required. Are you clear? If it is rest this object. This type question again I have given in the tutorial 2. Okay, you can go through them. Clearly, I will explain one by one. Next week we have enough time. Today we had very limited time. Today we have enough time to discuss questions. Next week, and we can discuss all questions one by one with full explanations. Okay, you have to try. Do all calculation with all steps, and theory questions, write reasons as well for your answers. Clearly complete the homework, right? You have only 20 MCQ questions, right? Okay, then that's the end of first lesson. I'll send this video and tutorial number 2 into Pro. Okay, goodbye, good night.